Alright guys, it is demold time. We're going to get these molds apart. Again, the first thing you got to do is get it out of the mold box. I'll just keep pulling it back. A little bit will come out, then I'll be able to get it out. Alright, just got the mold out of the mold box, and I can see right where the two molds come together there. So I'm just going to start prying it apart. Yeah, there you go. Well, good. Looks like that mold release worked pretty good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in front of me and get I pull it apart real quick. I'll tell you what, that mold release, that mold release, I'm going to keep using it. That stuff works well. Just follow the directions and it works real good. It came apart. Now let me go ahead and get all the heads out. And well, I only see two guide pins in there. Probably, and we know the one's floating in there. I'll have to find the other one. Once again, I am really impressed with that man mold release. It's better than talc powder. I tell you what, it's real good stuff. Okay, I've got the aluminum light that's going to be making the plastic floors. You got part A and part B there. Part B doesn't have a label on it, but I'm assuming it's part B. Just mix equal parts. What I do is I use two different measuring cups, and I pour them both into this. And what I like to stir with, instead of the popsicle sticks, I've got a bunch of the pipettes, and I've used this one a number of times, but it's round, you know what I mean, and it suits the cup real good. And then what I'll do is I'll just pour, or I might use a different pipette to pour, you know, like little droplets in where I need, and just cover both these molds with aluminum plastic. Then I'll just put the molds together and put some light weight on top of it. All right, let me go ahead and measure out how much I think I'm going to need. I just got done using both the aluminum lighter and measuring them out. Just a word of caution is always wipe that top off after you pour. There's going to be some residual running down. You don't want to screw the cap on with any aluminite on there. It gets crusty, it gets nasty, and it doesn't make for a good seal. And aluminite also is very sensitive to moisture. So if it's really humid, don't be using it. Don't leave it uncapped whatsoever. Fantastic. Got everything measured out. Like I said, I'm going to pour them into this cup. Then it says you got about a 2-minute work time. I don't like going that long. I like mixing my stuff up real good and then cover them both, have some mold as much as I think we're going to need. Then I'm just going to go ahead and squish them together. Okay, I did just like I said. What I did is I used a pipette, and I sucked a lot of the aluminite up in it, and then I just poured it, or I just kind of dropped it in where I needed on the mold. Then I closed both halves, and I just put a little bit of weight on it. And what do we got, a 30-minute demold time? We could probably do it sooner than that, but let's wait the full 30 minutes, see what we get. Boys, I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited about this one, I really am. Tell you what, while I'm thinking about, or while we're letting everything dry there, I'm thinking about putting all these pieces back where they go on the Thunderbikes and get these things looking whole again. Started putting pieces back on the trike. Finally got the trike completely done, repaired, all that stuff working great. Very, very, very fast chassis with that one. And I think the only thing I might do with this, the only other thing, is wherever it's silver, I might go ahead and Molotov it and get it all chromed out. I'm considering doing that, but right now it's been a blast to race, and it looks great being done. Instead of it having, you know, the headless look, it's nice when it's going around the track. All right, we still got probably about 15 plus minutes before everything's dry and it's mold, and then we'll go ahead and demold it and see what we get. All right, it is time to demold. It's been plenty of time. You see how hard that is? I mean, that's plastic, guys. That is plastic. That's a little overspill. So let me go ahead and get everything out of the mold. I really have no reasonable expectations of the guide pins coming out. I really don't. So we'll see what it looks like here in just a second. I'm just getting some of the flashing off, some of the overspill that came out of it. All right, let's see what we get, guys. All right, put that half down, and they should just probably all peel out at once here. Boy, the gas tank looks real good. All right. There we go. I'll just put the mold aside. I'm closing the mold. And let's take a look at what we got. Okay, good. No real expectation of the guide pins coming up, but one did. Now, it looks like the gas tank has a bubble in it, okay? Now, that is because we just squashed the mold on there. Okay, we just squashed the mold on there. Now, if we have, and we cut like a little groove from the gas tank, just cut a little groove in here, so when the aluminite, squashes out, it won't trap an air bubble in there. Okay, so we can remedy that. And I'm just looking at the heads. These are the back of the head. Boy, the motorcycle head came out pretty good, all except for the face. Looks like, again, it has a bit of a bubble in it. Not a problem. We can work on that. And all the heads look real good. They really look good. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and trim the flashing off and get all the pieces out. See what we get. Pretty close to being the finished product. Most everything came out real good. Again, there's a bubble in the Thunderbike driver's head and the gas tank there. No big deal. I'm going to tool the mold to where the aluminite has an access, to escape when I'm putting both halves of the mold together. Well, look at all the heads I got. I got one guide pin out of it. I really had no expectations of having even that, but I got one guide pin out of it. And overall, it came out real good. Now listen, there's been a couple of guys that said, hey, I need like a body. You see the body over there, the driver body, or heads or something like that. Guys, email me if you need some of this stuff. Let me know. I'll do my best to help you out. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Have fun.